he just can't show up sa Instagram tapos alam mo yun because he wanted to, but you have to really check and see is this where my market is, ganon.
Friend.
So,
So,
speaking
di ba?
of
Napaisip ako,
expertise,
no?
you know,
Sabi ko,
it's from my mind kanina, you're talking about you have to be expert from targeting high paid clients or you have to have a good clients. Saan, how do you learn your expertise? Are you type of a person who self-paced or you have a mentor that really guide you as well or community that help you as well in
Um,
developing your expertise?
Nowadays, kasi, ang ganda na eh. We have Popsco, we have Freelancing Movement Tribe, we have all these communities, alam mo yun, coming together, helping each other, doing these talks to be able to educate a lot of freelancers. Pero if you're gonna ask me how I started, you know, yung Junakis ko, nag-show up na sa screen eh, no? How I actually started, it was more of a self-paced. Kasi nung back then, no, there's not a lot of resources. There's no
tama.
communities at all. Yung parang kapag, hello, paano ba to gawin? So ikaw, you just go to YouTube and then search Google. Alam mo yan, dami mong platforms na tinatry mong aralin how to do things. But now, sabi ko nga, if you're a freelancer, take advantage of the communities kasi lahat ngayon ng communities, sobrang ano na eh, sobrang mapagbigay ng knowledge. Like, dati, you have to pay for
Tama.
every
Yes.
single information, but this time
Mm-mm.
around, everything is almost free.
Tama,
So,
kasi parang nagiging ano na din siya, no? Sa, like sa TikTok, yung mga ganon. As in,
yes.
lahat ng platform, sa social media platform, andun lahat ng information na
Mm,
nasi-share ng mga experts, no? As
mm,
in talagang, kasi noon totoo yun, kasi parang ikaw talaga maghahanap. And that's true, no? I wanna agree dun sa part na you really have to do your research. Hindi lang siya yung, parang gusto ko to, eto na lang. Parang ganon eh. Hindi pwedeng, ano na eh, parang bara-bara, no? Which is,
yes.
sobrang competitive ng ating, ano, this time eh. Hindi tulad noon na konti pa lang tayong
Yeah.
nag-freelance, no? Pero ang question ko, no, you're running like ilan yung ano mo employees mo today sa
Para mga 50, right? Ganon.
50, no? No? So parang how is that? Is it being parang run ba by a manager after you, or how do you parang operate that?
Okay, so yung team natin is like balancing soaring career with motherhood. I actually like that
Mm,
kasi when I started my agency, obviously I was doing everything myself. Kasi kapag nag-start ka ng agency, you're the one-man person eh. Ikaw yung
One man.
totoo
HR,
yun. Taga
ikaw
mga
yung
invoice,
recruiter, ikaw yung invoice, ikaw yung payroll.
discovery call.
Yeah, ikaw yung discovery call, ikaw yung sales, you're everything, right? Until such time na, ay, I have the money to hire another person, diba? Parang ganon. But right now, how I'm actually running my business is that I now have my operations manager. Below
Nice.
my operations manager, there's an assistant operations manager. So now there's individual for each department already. Kasi I
Galing.
realized na back then, di ko na pala kaya lahat. So, I had to start hiring people. So, this time, actually, yung business ko is more of a standalone
Mm-mm.
business. So, it's now running without me. So, in terms of balancing,
Wow.
super, super free nung time
Ganda.
ko ngayon because my team are able to manage themselves already. Yan. So, parang
Ay,
standalone na sila.
Ganda.
Mm.
In
oo.
hiring those, in those 50 people or part of your team, what is your one important qualification na hinahanap mo sa isang online professional to be part of your team? And I guess everyone would be looking after. Ano ba yung mga
Yeah.
essential skills or qualification niya?
Since we're in the US market, so for me, although ako kasi, I honestly don't look at the skills of the person initially. Kasi yung skills can be learned. I
Developed.
mean, alam mo yun, everything can be learned nowadays. The only thing you cannot change is the attitude of the person. So, I mean, that person can be so good. Actually, nung nag-start kami, we have people applying from prestigious universities talaga. As in, prestigious talaga, nag-graduate, ganyan. But if you are to, alam mo yan, if you go deeper into this person's motivation, parang the motivation is not there. So for me, whenever we hire somebody, our very first qualification is how motivated this person wants to work with us. Kumbaga, ano ba,
Tama.
do you really need this job? Or maybe hindi mo naman talaga kailangan, baka loko-lokohan lang tayo. Kasi
Mm-mm.
most important yon for us agency owners kasi wag people na mag apply alam mo yon, tas the next day, nawawalay na. So, there's,
Ghost. Na-ghost ka.
Space din.
ghosting. Also, and I think a lot of agency owners can also relate. And for freelancers, ito yung reality. So, when you hire, like, let's say 10 people, 5 lang yung mag-go through dyan, or bababa ka pa ng 3. Kasi, talagang ganon, no? Kasi nga, again, yung motivation, yung number one. And then the second is definitely the skills. Again, since I'm in the US market, for us, okay lang na wala sila yung mga technical skills, but for as long as they have the communication skills kasi they'll be talking to clients. So they needed to make sure na they can really converse in the English language. Yun lang, dalawa lang yung requirement ko. Wala nang
Yung
iba, hindi na kailangan college graduate, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Kasi at the end of the day, I realized na hindi na nagmamatter yung degree, hindi na nagmamatter lahat ng yon. Kasi at the end of the day, you have to look at the character, how willing they wanted
Work
to
ethics
learn.
din, di ba?
Work ethics, yes. I came to realize na meron akong hinire before na she's not so good. Alam mo yan, like really not so good. Tapos sobrang timid niya pa, yung tahimik-tahimik
Mm-mm.
during the interview. Parang hindi mo i-hire.
Mm-mm.
But now she's actually my client service manager. So she's like
Wow.
she's the second me. So she's like
Ilang
that
taon siya
now.
bago naging ganyan, JC?
Ha?
Ilang taon siya bago naging ganyan?
Ilang taon. So she's been with me already for 4 years. So since I started the agency But almost second year pa lang, I can already see her. Kasi yung motivation
May
niya is there.
potential. Nandun.
Oo,
Yeah.
talaga.
Malayo ang mararating na isang taong motivated.
Yes, yung kahit na talagang
Totoo.
kahit yung initially parang, uy, wala naman po akong alam dyan. It's okay, let's learn together. And eventually, ngayon lahat ng alam ko, alam na rin niya. Kaya lang buntis siya ngayon So sabi ko, sasakalin kita. Papababalikin mo ako. But I was really proud of her kasi, parang when I try to go back dun sa day one namin, parang, oh my God, she's come a long way. Sobrang laki na talaga na improvement.
Tsaka iba din if you get to trust someone, no? Kasi ito sa online business natin, yun yung problema natin. You get to trust, 'di ba? That trust that we get to provide to our not just the clients but to our workforce, 'di ba? So you get to believe na yung taong na hire mo, no, is like kasi we don't know, I mean, we are all different, 'di ba?
Yes.
So you get to like, if yung ikaw as nila, as the founder and the leader dun sa ikaw ang nagdala ng nila to bring out the best in every one of them. Yung kasi maganda. Yun yung doon, yung parang 'di ba, yung magic ng mo.
Tsaka
Ang
you
hirap.
don't get to parang you don't get to know people within just a year or two. Sometimes you get to know them within 3 months. Mas mabilis. Meron yung iba naman na kahit sobrang tagal mo nang kilala, you'd find out that's not really them. And I think that's the challenge of really, doing virtual work kasi you don't get to be with them every day. Pero yun nga, at the end of the day, nag-i-stand out pa din talaga yung people with the right attitude and the right work ethics. Magugulat ka na lang na, ay, sila talaga yon.
At you get to be better. You get to be better mangkilatis, no? So you get to be better magkilatis ng behavior ng magiging ka-work niya. Kasi nga, syempre, online tayo. So, hindi yung, iba yung touch ng yung face-to-face versus sa ganito na nag-online tayo. So, go on, Miss Roche.
Tatanungin ko yung red flag sana sa kanya. Ano yung mga red flags sa'yo na
red flags.
parang
That's interesting.
Parang diba?
Yes,
actually,
interesting yung red
if
flags.
you've been doing recruitment for quite a while, you'll know
ang quick.
when someone is actually, lying to you and when someone is actually telling the truth. So, ang dami naming applicants na pag tinanong mo, okay, tell me about the time. So normally our questions are more situational rather than the normal, alam mo yun, tell me about yourself. Ours is like really situational. Can you tell me about a time when, you had to lie? to protect a client, something like that. Or to protect your account from getting closed, mga ganyan. So, syempre, magkukwento yan sila, di ba? So, when they do, makikita mo talaga kasi either they're looking at different places or yung sagot nila is very scripted. Kasi mabilis na mag-type yan sa Google, di ba? So, parang nabasa na lang nila.
Alam na,
Parang robot na agad magsalita.
Yes, robot na kagad. Yung tipong may
nag-iba tono.
Oo, may may mga paggamit na yan ng different languages na hindi mo na maintindihan. Tapos hindi na nagbe-make sense yung sinasabi nila. So I'm like, yun for me is red flag. Kasi, that's number one red flag for me kapag sa recruitment. Kasi, alam mo yun, if you don't know the answer, or probably if, that situation never happened to you, then you can just simply say, I actually don't think that situation ever happened to me. But if it ever happened, alam mo yun, then you can tell what you're gonna do, diba? So yun yung number one red flag. Yun talaga for me is lying. Yung number one red flag. Alam mo yan? Yun talaga.
Sa US, that's the number one red flag.
Oo, lying.
In the US, you don't have any more transactions. There's lying. So,
At saka, tinatanong namin sila, so what are you gonna do kapag, let's say, you lost internet connection or you've lost your power, ganyan. Yung mga situational, kasi we wanted to see how they would react on certain situations. So, ako, number one red flag ko, lying.
Lying. Saka malalaman mo agad yun, no? Pag nag-lie eh.
Oo.
Consistency.
Number two, siguro technical. Yung tipong,
Siyempre.
kasi syempre, if you wanted to work from home, and this applies to all freelancers, no, you really have to invest. Yun yung reality. Invest in a sense na, okay, kung meron kang laptop, that's okay. Hindi naman kailangan bonggang-bongga agad. What I was saying is, you have to invest na may internet ka, may, basic laptop ka na gagamitin. Kasi that's gonna be your work eh. Kumbaga, business mo yan, right? Kasi some VAs, parang cellphone lang, ayaw na talaga mag-invest kahit kumikita na. They just, alam mo yun, parang they don't want to.
Totoo yan.
So for me, biggest investment talaga yung, alam mo yun, to have your own working station. Kasi sinasabi ko lagi sa mga VAs namin, you don't consider this as just an employment. Kasi your achievement is gonna be parang your achievement to your client is gonna, parang mirror kung anong ginagawa mo. Kasi US clients, specifically, they're very generous. Very generous when I was starting. Sabi ko nga, nagugulat ako. Sabi ko, alam nyo guys, gusto ko na lang ulit maging freelancer. Kasi alam nyo, kapag Christmas, sobrang generous ng mga clients namin. Yung first year ko as a freelancer, two of my clients gave me laptops. So I have 3 laptops.
Wow.
Seryoso. Kasi yung isa kong yung first laptop na ginagamit ko, there was a moon. So yung left side niya, laki talaga ng moon. So parang hindi mo makikita yung entire screen. So ayun, nagsabi ako na ganun yung situation. Tapos the next day, may nagpadala ng laptop yung client.
Wow.
That's because you're giving them your best. Sabi ko nga, kapag you're giving them your best, that's why sabi ko sa mga employees namin, you don't just treat this as an employment. Kasi if you do so good, the client is gonna treat you so good to the point na they will protect your livelihood. They will protect you. They will give you the best in life kasi you're helping them. Diba? Ganun yun eh. Parang nagre-reciprocate yung efforts mo. And ganun dapat natin tinitreat. Unlike kapag call center, diba? Parang wala namang chance.
Malaki dyan.
Oo. Tapos yung client ko on every Christmas, I don't miss bonuses. Kumbaga, lowest bonus na I can get is like 50,000 when I was freelancing noon. Parang 50,000, papadala yung client ko 150K, ganyan. Alam mo yun, parang wala lang kasi parang for them, you deserve it. Right? Unlike when you treat it as an employment na kailangan mo lang pumasok every day, walang nangyayari. They will also treat you the same thing. Or
Kasi
you might
took care of them din talaga kasi, 'di ba?
Yes.
You gave all your best. Actually, beyond pa nga 'di ba? Alam mo naman mga Filipinos, 'di ba? Beyond what is expected from us, we get to like deliver it. Parang normal lang sa atin. Kasi that's how we are. Yun yung maganda doon. Pero siguro,
Ay, sorry po.
Alam mo, sinis siya kasi Rosh, lagi sila
Dahil ko nagkakasabay ni Nish.
Oo nga.
Sige, mauna ka na, Nish.
Sige, push. And siguro ang question ko is that, yung along the way na for 4 years na, right?
Yes.
What are the struggles na na-encounter mo na hindi mo makakalimutan na alam, yung pag binalikan mo ngayon, parang alam mo yun, napapasmile ka na lang na buti dumaan sa akin yun.
Buti na lang.
No, parang ganun.
Relate sa akin si Rosh dito eh. Pero, let's see. I think yung biggest thing for me is, really knowing that if you're a business owner, you cannot really be the same person as you are before. Siguro yung personal relationships for me was the very, the very best lesson. Kasi when I started my agency, andun ako sa thinking na I want to help my friends, I want to help my relatives. Kasi yun yung ano ba di ba? Parang first point of, alam mo yun, parang pumasok sa isip mo, gusto ko ganito rin
Ganun
sila.
din sila.
Gusto ko ganyan din sila. So,
Sila yung mahalaga sa'yo.
yes,
Tama.
you're so important to you. So you surround yourself with everyone that's important to you. Alam mo yun, tapos, you train them and then until, they know what to do now. And then one day I realized na yun pala yung mag-break talaga sa akin. Like, I saw myself almost, alam mo yun, nagkukulong na ako sa kwarto because I was so hurt by, the people that I initially hired. Kasi nga sabi ko, pag may personal relationship kasi sa business, it's actually hard to make a decision. Kasi you have to weigh it, di ba? Friends ko to versus
Emotionally
it's gonna be beneficial for my business. So when you decide, like you're actually more emotional rather than being objective on your decision. So parang that time, oo, instead of thinking objectively, I'm thinking more emotionally. So hindi ako makapag-decide ng tama. Hindi ako makapag-grow in my business kasi meron akong, you have to give me 6 digits now kasi friends tayo eh. Alam mo yan, ganun. So ako
Yes.
sige, bigay ka na yung 6 digits and then that person still not satisfied. Parang wala nang katapusan. Yung hingi, ganyan, ganito, ganyan, left and right. And I came, parang one day, it just came to me na, this is not right anymore. So, obviously, I have ended a lot of relationships. Yun yung lesson learned. I think when you are starting your business, it's really important na you try to start with people na hindi mo na siguro really close to you. Especially if you're an emotional person like me. Siguro kung medyo objective na person ka and you can really separate professional versus personal, it's okay to hire your relatives and, friends. Siguro if you do plan to hire, just set really, really clear boundaries. Diba? Black and white na. This is where this is gonna be. Ayun. So, along the way, so first year ko, I was like almost everyday crying. Alam mo yun, parang everyday na lang umiiyak ako kasi parang, ba't niya ako iniwan? Or ganito, bakit iba yung, alam mo yun, parang you always ask yourself whether you're, baka ikaw yung nagkamali.
Shortcomings.
Yeah, baka ikaw yung problema, ganyan. Until you realize na, okay, kasi you're business owner, so you have to make better decisions, not just for yourself, but for your business and for the people that may be affected by your decisions. So parang, yun talaga yung greatest learning for me. So this time around, kaya nga yung operations manager ko na yung nagmamanage kasi I don't like, actually kasi very personable ako eh. So parang I don't like to be at some point very close to my employees kasi madali akong maawa, ganyan. So,
pareho nga tayo.
It's hard. It's hard for me.
Naman, Tracy, it goes the same with clients. Kasi ako naman, pag sa kliyente, nagiging friends kami. And the relationship becomes deeper. Nawawala din yung pagiging objective ko. So, hindi lang siya sa empleyado, pati sa kliyente.
Yes, both side actually yung talagang kailangan mong i-balance. So, yun nga, really thinking objectively all the time before your emotions talaga. Kasi it's not really gonna help you. Kumbaga, hindi ka talaga mag-grow as a person, ganyan. So, this time, if I have to compare myself 4 years ago, Dati kasi iyak talaga ako kapag kunwari may friends ako, tapos biglang inagaw yung client, ganyan. Iyak talaga ako, alam mo yung tipong, oh, what did I do wrong? Bakit ganon? Bakit siya ganon? Bakit ganun nangyari? But this time, if it happened, parang hindi na ako masyadong affected. Kasi,
Mm-mm.
for me, it's their decision. Maybe that's good for
Normal
them.
na.
Yeah,
Correct.
normal na. Parang,
Parang
hindi na,
bina-validate mo, no? Asama ko bang tao pag ganun ang gagawin?
yes, ganun laging thinking
Bait
ko
naman ako,
noon.
ha? Parang gagawin.
Oo, tapos parang feeling mo nagagalit ka, ganyan. But now parang mas naiintindihan ko na maybe they have to really go that way kasi it's better for them. Parang mas
Yeah.
naiintindihan ko na parang you can now weigh things differently. Hindi na kagaya before na, iyak ako, ganyan. Tapos post ka sa
Nagmumukbang pa, no?
Oo, post ka sa Facebook, ganyan.
Have you given
Pagkatapos,
second chances, JC? Kasi yung
ha?
mga sinasabi mo, mahirap yan eh. Pero what if somebody said, meron na ba? Na somebody said sorry and promised they're not gonna do it again? Or hindi ka na nagbibigay ng second chances? What are your thoughts on that?
Siguro pagdating sa business, I cannot give second chances anymore kasi there's no guarantee that the person will not do the same thing again into your business eh. Kasi sabi ko nga you have to think about how it will affect the people around you and your finances, your everything, di ba? Parang for me, there's no second chances pagdating sa business. Sa relationship, I'm okay. Ibig sabihin, okay, let's still be friends, let's be friends, ganyan. Pero sa business, siguro not anymore. Kaya pag may nag-a-apply na friends sa akin ngayon, and if you guys are watching this, sorry na kung hindi ko talaga kayo ma-hire. Hindi. Normally, if my friends ako, I just tell them, where to go, kung saan sila pwedeng mag-apply, ganyan. But honestly, I'm just so afraid to lose more friends because I have a business to run. Lalim nun na.
Yeah.
Madami nga nagsasabi dito na idol ka raw sa Ina Hernandez.
Ay,
And
nako, hi,
Inga,
Ina.
Whitney, and
Mm-mm.
also Akimi, Silka,
Oo, baka
Paano
may
sa
tanong
Balas.
sila.
Good evening daw.
Mm.
Nanonood sila ngayon sa live natin.
So talaga, ako, Diyos ko talaga, sabi ko, kaya nga if I don't wanna lose my friends, I'm like, apply ka na lang sa iba kasi I don't wanna lose you anymore. Parang
Relationship is
natatakot, oo,
Very
natatakot na
important.
ako. Oo.
Oo. Pero, JC, meron bang specific question na ni-request ng client, kailangan tanungin mo to, tapos kailangan ang sagot niya ganito. Meron ka bang na-encounter na gano'n? And if so, what's that?
Actually, tinatry kong isipin ano yung actual question na yun, but there is one question na normally very interested yung client to really hear eh. Which is, meron lang one client, pero not everybody. Kasi ako normally nagpo-profile sa VA to the client. So parang wala na silang care kung sino yung pinang-file ko to them. That's it. Parang they just trust your instinct and decisions to it. Pero meron akong one client before that just asked, more situational nga, yung tipong, what are you gonna do? For example, somebody offered you $10, for the same work that you're doing now. Parang ganyan. Tapos, syempre, ang gusto marinig ng client na answer is, you still wanna stay dun sa same client, no? Kasi ganun yung ganun yung parang interested siya to. Kasi, kailangan yung makita yung loyalty nung person. So, okay, I asked that question. And honestly, it's a challenging question, di ba? Kasi, hello, 5, let's say, versus 10. So, parang, alam mo yan, ang hirap.
Baka, no? Wait lang, ha? Magko-compute ka na sa mind mo, 8 hours. Oh, ako naman, laki na.
Pag-make ng decision. So, yun yung parang, for me, was question na talagang specifically ni-require ng client.
Pero ikaw, you wanted people to be honest. Pag nagsabi sila na, of course, it's a very wise decision na magtumalon ka dun sa 10 versus 5. Ano naman ang personal judgment mo on that? Kasi hanap natin integrity eh. Tapos sasabihin, siyempre I would stick to.
Oy, alam mo, may applicants kaming ganyan kasi one of the questions that we do ask is that question. Na parang, what are you gonna do if somebody offered you $15 versus, what we're offering you now? Like let's say 3 months later. Meron kaming someone that actually answered, I would actually take that opportunity because technically I'm financially driven. Diba? But what I can tell you though is that if I ever had to make that decision, I will make sure to let parang meron daw siyang time frame and then make sure na he's well adjusted before jumping into that another opportunity. So for me, that was a really good answer kasi kahit naman ako, diba, wag na tayong magpaka-impokreta, diba?
Oo.
Depende kasi nga yun sa motivation mo. So for me, it was an honest answer. So we still hired the person kasi he's just being honest. And if I am in his shoes, I probably would answer the same. Pero ang maganda doon is that he answered na I will let you know.
Truthfully.
Baga?
And then truthfully talaga. Hindi siya nag-hesitate na magsinungaling siya just to get hired.
Yes. Yung iba kasi parang, actually, no, I'm not gonna take that kasi
Malalaman mo yun.
within your
Kung
company.
Yes.
Ganyan. Ramdam mo na kagad yun pag sinabi, I'm gonna say
Yan.
kasi,
Yung ano ko, ballpen mo, wait lang, minus.
Oo.
to.
Oo. So, sa mga nakanonood nito, pag ganun yung questions guys, just be honest. Honestly, just be honest. Kasi mas na-appreciate ng client. They don't need your lies. Honest. You just have to tell them the truth. And, ang kailangan mo lang is to back it up with your action plans. How do you plan to do that if ever? Kasi baka naman bigla mo silang iwan. So, if you're gonna give them enough time, I think they would understand.
May courtesy kasi talaga din eh.
Yes, courtesy. And malay mo, meron ka din ng the same.
Exactly. Tama. May
So,
naisip
sa leadership position, Jace, ano naman sa mga leadership position ang hinahanap nyo specifically? There are many soft skills for a certain leader, for a supervisor, or a managerial position. But what specifically are you looking for?
Babalik na naman ako dun sa heart no? For me kasi hindi talaga ako very into the skills. I don't care if you've ever been an operational manager before or whatnot. My very first thing is to look at how you would handle these people, how considerate you're gonna be. Kumbaga, paano ka nakikipag-deal sa entire team. Yun yung importante like how dedicated this person is pagdating dun sa work relationships, sa VA, sa client. Ano ba, are you actually thinking as if this is your own business or parang wala lang din? So for me, actually, operations manager ko ngayon, he's not super qualified talaga kasi hindi naman talaga siya nag-call center operations manager. But he ended up being our operations manager because I saw his dedication. Talagang pumapasok ng, alam mo yung gitong oras, gumagawa ng mga processes na kailangan sa business. Alam mo, he go above and beyond, not just for our clients, but for the VAs as well. Parang, yun kasi yung number one key talaga, character.
Yeah.
Totoo yan, totoo yan. Hindi mo naman kailangan magpa-impress ng sobra-sobra with your resumes, yung mga laurels na nandyan, di ba? Ang importante, alam ng kliyente mo na concern ka dun sa business niya as if it's your business.
Sure.
Kasi pagka ganun, di ba, gagawin mo lahat. Hindi ka na kailangan gisingin pagka may problema. Gigising kang kusa.
Oo. At saka, if you built that kind of trust, na para bang you treat your client's business as your own, sabi ko nga sobrang generous ng mga client to the point na sila na yung nag-a-adjust to you. For example, sa time, when I was freelancing, nung time na nag-freelancing ako, kasi di ba I was pregnant na nung una kong freelancing. So parang, I was pregnant. So parang ikaw, lagi kang naantok. Ganyan. Pero, ang ginagawa ko, I make it to a point na kahit matulog ako, any deliverables na meron ako, I get it done. So, yung client ko, he doesn't care kung anong oras ako mag-report. So, the entire time, so for example, 10 p.m. dapat ako supposed to be mag-work hanggang 7. Tulog ako noon. Pero, I'll make sure na sasubmit ko pa rin within the same day yung, kunwari, kung ano man yung kailangan kong i-accomplish. Kasi yun yung usapan namin we're not talking about time here. We're talking about the deliverables, things that needs to be done. Ano ba yun? What can you do better to resolve your client's issue? And sabi ko nga, if you are starting as a freelancer, hindi lang talaga siya employee work kind of thing. Hindi talaga ang layo ng parang yung papasok ka, magko-calls ka. No, it's not like that You have to be able to help your client resolve yung problem talaga nila Yung resolution talaga, you make suggestions, pwede ka ring magalit sa kanila. Alam mo yun, pwede ka ring
sabihan.
Yes. Oo, so nung nag-start ako, alam mo ang tawag ng client sa akin before, they call me boss. Kasi ako yung nagde-direct sa kanila. And in reality, that's how you should
Yes.
really do it
Yes.
eh.
At gusto nila
Na,
yun.
hey, this is what
They
we
like
need.
that. Yeah,
Yes,
they like that.
they like it
They
very
would
much.
like
Ayaw
it.
talaga nila alam mo, ayaw talaga nila yung yung
Mm-mm.
nagma-micromanage. They wanted to be
Mm.
managed. So if you can do that as a freelancer, I'm telling you, sobrang layo ng mararating mo.
Yes,
Mhm.
totoo.
Thank you for that inspiration. Madami na siguro na-inspire ngayon.
Oo. Kaya sabi lang, oh boss, what are we gonna do? Sabi sa akin. Okay, so ganito. Ako yung nagsasuggest, ako na yung naggagawa ng agenda. Kumbaga, you take the initiative. Kasi ikaw naman naiisip mo din, and at the same time, ikaw yung nasa parang
Gawa.
back end, parang you know everything.
Mm.
Almost everything.
Battlefield ka eh. Kumbaga front end ka.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
parang alam mo yung resolution, alam mo what to do. So why not just make the suggestions instead of just waiting? Kasi karamihan ng mga freelancer, they're just waiting for a task.
Mm.
That's why they lose
Like
clients.
initiative, no, na parang anong pwedeng gawin, no?
Exactly. So most freelancers, ang problema nila, "Ay, hindi po kasi nagtatagal yung client." Kasi naghihintay ka lang ng task. Nakaupo ka lang sa computer mo, naghihintay ka mabayaran per hour. And that's done.
Sila proactive.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Tama.
Totoo yun.
Siguro yung question ko, no, if I got to ask kanina about sa struggles mo, doon naman tayo sa positive, yung pinaka-unforgettable na nangyari sa'yo for the past 4 years, may that be you were starting pa lang or in the middle or yung ngayon, what is the most unforgettable na hindi mo makakalimutan na masaya na nangyari?
I think for me, yung best, I guess I'm gonna say like best fulfillment is yung fact na I don't have to generate leads. Ibig ko sabihin, I don't have to look for clients anymore.
Mm.
Um, I I'm now in the position where clients look for me. Because parang na-built mo na yung, alam mo yon, yung actual, um, parang na-build mo na yung sarili mo to be known in that certain area. So parang, alam mo yun, parang pag naisip mo, ay gusto mo magpagupit, punta ka kay David Salon. Ganyan.
Mm.
So parang or kaya, di ba, yung parang, ay, gusto ko ng chicken, gusto ko punta akong KFC. So parang ganun na yon yung ano ba to, identity na na-build. So for me, yung I'm so happy about, kasi hindi na ako kailangan alam mo yun, mag-outbound outreach kasi most
Mm.
people are like reaching out to you and then you get to select, people you want to work with. Actually, medyo choosy nga eh. Choosy ka na eh, di ba? Parang, yoko, tatamad ako dito. Ay, ang pangit na to. Parang gano'n.
Yan,
Yun
yan.
yung parang pinaka-happy.
Nadilosa ka na,
Happiest
no?
moment.
Kaya ko sa
Oo.
tatanungin, kasi ako naging picky ako sa client Jace. How picky are
Mm.
you with clients?
Basta, kasi sabi ko nga siguro yung characteristic ko is, bida-bida kayo, no? Ibig ko sabihin, ayoko kasi ayoko nung type of client that's gonna micromanage me. That's my number one requirement. Ayoko talaga ng ganung type of client na parang gusto nila ganito, gusto nila ganyan, parang, and then they're not open to suggestions or feedback na you have to make their business better. Ayoko ng mga ganung type of client, yung tipong minamadali ka, or yung ganung character ng client, very demanding. I don't like to work with those clients. And of course, yung mga tipong una pa lang sinasabi na, well, my budget is just $2, ganyan. Parang, 'di ba? Parang you're actually talking to somebody that's expert and you want me to work for you na ganito lang yung budget mo, which is okay. Pero alam mo yun, yung parang ini-startan ka na kagad na inilolowball ka na kagad, ganyan, without even seeing the value of what you're offering. Yun talaga, yung for me is a red flag. Yan, demanding.
Ayan.
Yan, demanding.
Client red flag naman guys. Kanina red flag. Ngayon clients naman.
Matagal magbayad ng invoice, yan mga ano yan. Or ayaw magbayad ng upfront fee. Kasi guys, for
Yes.
me, number one talaga yung upfront payment if you don't wanna be scammed. Yung nag-offer ka ng service, tapos alam mo yun, wala pang, basta ganun, upfront payment muna. Kumbaga, pagbayarin mo muna sila before you do the work. Kasi ang hirap guys. Tapos, ayun. So kapag hindi siya nag-agree on those things, just look for someone else. Or, they don't respect my time. Kasi, ng time talaga sa akin, I don't work during the weekends. So, ayoko nang ginugulo ko during the weekends. And then at the same time, my work hours is 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So, you have to respect my time as well. Ayun.
Yes. Agree ako dyan. Kasi may mga kliyente na wala na silang pakialam.
Yes.
Tapos, nakaranas ka na ba ng mga tumatawad so ng 1 hour, yung ganon? Nakaranas ka na ng ganong client,
Oh,
Jace?
ayun. Ayoko rin ng ganon, yung parang binibase yung value on the hours. Yung pinag-una pa lang, sinasabi na, I think you can get this completed in an hour or 30 minutes. O di ikaw na lang gumawa.
Umalis ako dyan. Nagkaganyan ako ng client.
Oo. Parang ayoko talaga ng ganon. Di ikaw na lang gumawa. Kasi, alam mo yun, parang for me, yes, it's gonna take me 30 minutes to do it. But for me to be able to do it for 30 minutes, I had to learn it for like months and months and months. Alam mo yun? O di,
Tama.
gusto ko ikaw gumawa, di aralin mo muna din.
Totoo yan. How do you fire clients, Jason?
I do! Ay, Diyos ko. So nagpa-fire talaga ako ng client. I have to. Kasi sabi ko nga, if hindi siya nag-aligned with my vision, they don't respect me, I just fire them. Actually, my very recent akong finire. Tapos ikaw makaawang tanggapin ko, it was a $4,000 project, by the way. Di ba? $4,000 project. Actually, saglit ko lang naman talagang gagawin yung project na yun. But I declined it. Kasi sabi ko nga, di ba, yung red flag ko is a demanding client. He's demanding. Parang, what? Alam mo, parang the next day, kaka-umpisa pa lang namin, kaka-onboard ko pa lang sa kanya. Ano na lang na-accomplish namin? Sabi ko, wait lang. Ano, kaka-umpisa pa lang natin, di ba? Wait lang. So, oo, tas sabi niya parang may nasabi siyang line na I don't like. Yung parang sabi niya you're delaying something something ganyan. So or parang you're delaying parang he's pointing out na I'm delaying something. Na wala pa namang nangyayari because we just onboarded him. Kumbaga ganon. So, in short, I actually declined it. Sabi ko, you know what? I don't think that we're a fit. You might want to, look for somebody that can actually help you. And then he apologized. Sabi niya, sorry, that's not what I meant. Blah, blah, blah. And then yung partner niya nag-apologize then. But I just didn't work with them anymore.
Diba? So, lesson din yan sa mga kliyente. Dapat kasi nakikita din nila yung value natin bilang business partner. Yung iba kasi ang alam nila pag sinasahuran nila tayo or binabayaran nila tayo, they feel that they own us.
Oo. Ay, nako, number 1 yung red flag na yan. If you already felt on set of your discovery call na parang he's owning kind of you na parang tipong dapat bawat oras na nagagamit niya kasi paid yan.
Diba?
Yun na yun, stop na. No, we're not a fit.
Kasi ako before, masyado mahaba ang pasensya ko sa client. Pati yung delayed payments. Kasi nga, nagkaroon ako ng mas malalim na relationship. Mas naging concern ako dun sa business rather than my business. Yun naman yung isang parang greatest lesson ko na kailangan pala talaga yung red flag, siniseryoso ko. Hindi ako nagiging masyadong mapagbigay.
At saka yun, speaking of invoices, you have to really set a serious yung not serious pero yung deadline talaga. Okay, if you don't make a payment in 2 days, you just pause the service. Kasi at the end of the day, ikaw talaga yung mag-suffer. Especially if you are running an agency. Kasi we've experienced it before na parang promise. 3 months, 2 months na wala pa ring bayad and then all of a sudden nag-ghosting. Alam mo yun?
Alala ko yung kwento ni Pam na $21,000. Meron ka na bang ganun experience and then how much ang inabot?
Yung mga hindi nagbayad, just ko mga, like in total, ba? Naku, marami-rami din talaga. Kung ano, yung mga siguro nasa $20,000 din. Yung mga unpaid total. When I was starting, kung iko-combine ko yung mga unpaid. So this time around, we've learned na, okay, we set a deadline. Okay, if you don't make a payment in 2 days, we pause your service. That's it. That's our work agreement. Hindi na pwedeng
Curious ako, how did you see yourself growing 50 virtual assistants? Ano yun siya? Was drastic or did it come na parang go na natin to? Or like, were there any hesitations para mag-grow yung 50 na VAs mo?
It was more of a drastic beginning for me. So parang from 4, I mean, biglang 25, tapos it just
Wow.
doesn't stop anymore. Parang wala ka ng choice. So parang for me, I think,
Sustain it din. The sustainability nun.
yun nga, yung talagang, kumbaga yung, for me, yung ano talaga, yung making sure na, yung yung mga invoices are paid, you look at your financial, yung finances talaga. Like, forecasting, importante pala talaga yon. Kasi before, parang, okay, bahala na, basta bayad lahat, okay na yun. Parang ganun. Bahala na si Superman. So, I think, for me, number one is yung financial forecasting talaga. Do you have enough? Are you really profitable? Yun, to keep yung, yung business to run. Pero ako kasi, siguro I would say na, gusto ko talagang yumaman, like, yaman, million, million, everything, right? I'm not yet to the point na, ganon, right? Although, marami ako na-invest, ganyan. Pero what I'm saying is, right now kasi, I am, I value my time more. So, yung comfortable ako with my time. Honestly, I can earn 7 digits a month easily. Right? I can do that easily. Pero kasi I cannot sacrifice my time. Ibig sabihin, yung time ko with my kids, sinasabi ko nga dun last time na kaya ako nag-hire ng maraming tao so I can replace myself in the business. So now, they're running my business for me. And I'm still earning. I'm satisfied kahit 6 digits. So, di ba? Choosy ka pa ba? 6 digits, di ba? Wala kang ginagawa, di ba? Ibig sabihin, wala kang ginagawa.
Pwede ba dyan?
Yeah. Kasi sinasabi nila dapat pag agency owner ka, dapat 7 digits. Kasi for me, I didn't sacrifice my time.
Yes.
Kasi yung time ko with my kids, I mean, them growing up, hindi ko na siya may babalik. Hindi ko siya may babalik. I can never, ever go back to that time anymore. So for me, sige, I'll just spend more time with my kids now. And yung 7 digits ko naman, maghihintay naman. Yan ay, alam mo yan? Yeah, so, yun, advice ko yun sa mga mommy na
Mag-apply. Gusto na mag-apply.
Oo, yung sa mga mommy talaga na freelancers, you have to prioritize yung why mo. Why did you really, parang start freelancing? Kasi maraming maraming nasisilaw. Ay, freelancing, tapos mag-work with 8 clients until they forget about themselves. Kasi they're earning more.
Yeah, hanggang sa nababaliw na yung iba.
Yes,
Kaya
baliw na, nagkakasakit na. Alam mo yun, kasi they are after the money. Alam mo yun,
hindi
parang,
masisisi yung iba kasi minsan talaga yung may need, di ba? Pero dadating ka kasi sa point na pag nakuha mo na yung kailangan mo, tapos naramdaman mo na yung pressure, yung pagod, yung lahat, everything, matututo ka mag-prioritize ano yung mas mahalaga sa'yo.
yes. At saka talagang in freelancing, you should really know when to stop.
Yes. Nakaka-addict siya.
Nakaka-addict kasi siya. Kasi nung nag-freelancing ako, imagine mo parang, I was alone, but I was working for like, what, 8 clients. Ako yun, mag-isa lang ako. Mag-isa lang ako noon. Kasi I was earning so much. Honestly, may 8 clients ako before. I was already earning 400 to 600,000. That time, a month. Ganun na kaganda yung takbo ng finances.
Hassle na yung ginagawa mo, ibig sabihin. Hassle na talaga.
Hassle talaga. Pero yun yung time na parang, kilala ko ba yung sarili ko? Nakaligo na ba ako? Parang ganun yung feeling.
Yung tulog ko 9 hours a week. Ikaw na bahala mag-compute, sabi nga niya.
Yes. Yun yung time na sabi ko nga, I lost myself. I lost my purpose. So, I stopped and then sabi ko, tayo, reflect. What do I really wanted to do? Kasi in the first place, ginawa ko ngayon para makasama yung kids ko. Tapos all of a sudden, kahit nasa bahay ako, parang wala naman ako sa bahay. So, I stopped. Now, I'm okay. Kahit hindi ako kumita ng 400, 600,000, carry lang. But, I get
happier.
80%, 80% of my time to my kids, 20% sa work. So, diba? I'm happy.
Happier, prettier, diba?
Blooming year. Joke.
Diba? Yun yung important.
Sana 2 hours tayo, pero 7:55 na pala.
Oo nga bilis
Mabilis masyado. Kulang yung kwentuhan. Ituloy natin sa susunod kasi meron pa kaming another session ni JC sa isa namang podcast episode. Yun. Abangan nyo naman siya doon. Anyway, magsimula na tayo ng FAPS Talk. Uunahan ko na kayo. Guys, wine or beer, JC?
Wine. Arte?
Morning or night person?
Morning person.
Number one,
Ayan.
online tool you cannot live without.
Chocolate.
Ay, online tool.
Online tool.
Ay, online, sorry. Ano ba, feeling ko, anything you
Pagkain.
cannot live without online tool, ano ba, Zoom.
Okay, last na.
Lagi sa
Regular
meeting.
home office attire.
Ano, sorry?
Regular home office attire.
Wala, sando. Actually, magpanggap lang talaga ako, pero talaga yan.
Tapos walang
Yung
bra.
bagay na to.
Oo. Ay, hindi. Guys, nagpa-promote ako sa inyo. Kasi di ba may mga sandals na may parang padding na siya.
Yes.
Ay, ko rin yan ngayon.
Actually, ito na talaga yung comfort clothes ko. So, ang dami kong version nito. Lahat ng colors meron ako. Kaya nga yung iba, iniisip nila, nagpapalit pa ba ito ng damit? Kasi I have a lot of it. Literally. Kasi I'm more sa comfort eh. Wala akong pake kahit bahala kayo dyan kung anong isipin nyo. Kasi I'm comfortable with this. So, yun. Try nyo yung mga mommy dyan na tamad na tamad magbra.
Pareho pala kami ni JC.
Magsando kayo with paddings. Nabibili po ito sa Shopee. Mas mura doon. Pero kung gusto niyo
Meron din si Green Hills.
yeah, magandang brand. Di mag-Uniqlo kayo. May pera kayo eh.
Yes.
Ako naman.
Go ahead.
Where do you go when you're bored or tired?
Home. Lagi lang home.
Home. What would your pet say about you if we were to ask for a reference?
Pet?
Mm.
Pet like dogs? Pet,
Yeah.
sorry. Ano ba? Hindi ko alam. Madaldal? Di ko sure. Ano ba?
Describe your life using a film title.
Hindi ako mahilig manood eh. Pero if, ano ba? Film title. Nag-isip eh, no? Ano bang, wala akong alam na film. Joke
Or
lang.
book na lang. Book title.
Gusto mo yung Walking Dead? Gusto ko sabihin kasi yun ang pinanonood ko.
Literal.
Kung, wala eh.
Anong 8 yung clients mo? Walking Dead ka nun.
Oo, te. Ano ba?
Na,
The
siguro,
pressure.
ano na lang. Siguro,
Ha?
ano na lang. Siguro, pag sinabing CC, anong maiisip naming word?
REI, real estate.
Ayan, Burn.
Okay. What or who keeps you motivated?
Oh, my kids. All the time.
So here, hindi na talaga natin mapigilan. So what's the best thing that happened for you as an online professional?
Being able to purchase everything na you've ever wanted. Ibig sabihin, not just wanted, but you've ever dreamed and prayed for. Kasi I used to just rent, yung bahay. Alam mo yung dati namin inuupahan, literal na pagtumbling mo CR na, ganun kaliit. And then there's like 6 of us in that one small apartment. But now I have 3 properties. May nabilang ko na yung parents ko, may bahay na akong sarili, may bakasyon na ako. I have more, I would say, lots invested as well. So, sobrang frustrated kung bumili ng mga bahay-bahay. Alam mo yun? Kasi nung bata ka, di ba, parang nakatira lang kami, ganun nga nagre-rent, bago yan, nakatira lang kami sa tabi ng ilog. Literal na yung dingding namin is, ano ba to, yung kumot. Ganun yung dingding namin before when I was a child. Nakatira kami sa ilog Pasig. So, yung nanay ko, nagtitinda ng gulay, tumatawid siya sa water lily. Yeah. Ganun yung buhay namin. So for me, I was really frustrated to give yung family ko the best that the best that I can think of for them. Not glamorous, not millions, but just comfortable life.
Yeah, decent life.
Parang gusto natin mag-extend, no? Pero
Nakakainis na.
parang it's another episode of a story version of JC.
What did you learn from today's episode? Guys, tayo muna bago natin i-final JC.
Sige.
Ang dami. Ako siguro, I would agree dun sa know your worth sa clients mo. 'Di ba? Hindi porket kinailangan mo ng pera, magpapaalipin ka na lang sa kanila ng gano'n, then disrespecting you with your time and all. Gusto ko yung mo, at saka you get to like yung the love na you have, yung pagiging true mo sa tao at sa sarili mo. Sige, yun yung nakita ko sa'yo.
Aww.
Yeah.
Ayoko ko rin.
Vern, ikaw,
Ay,
Vern.
ako what I, is, it always give me affirmation and reminder to myself, of course, to all who's watching right now, for the online professionals, that it's really, malayo ang malarating pag willing ka mag-learn. That you're
Yes.
always willing to learn. It's only the attitude that matters. It's the heart. And it's always, again, because I have also a US client, we have to really build, stay on being honest and being true to yourself. Kasi kahit na nasa online yan, mararamdaman at mararamdaman kung nagsasabi ka ba ng totoo or hindi. So
Yes.
that's the number one red flag. So thank you so much. I have so many in my mind questions. Yun nga, baka mag-overtime tayo. So any more
Miss
parting
Rosh.
message? Miss
Yes.
Roche.
Ako muna,
Yes.
last. Ako na-reaffirm
Go
ko
on.
yung boundaries. So, thank you so much, JC. I felt that I did the right thing and I'm spending more time with myself right now. Kasi katulad mo, hindi mahalaga minsan yung pera, mahalaga yung sanity. And then,
Yes.
purpose mo. Andun ako sa stage kasi na yon, JC. So, I let go of one of my biggest clients 6 months ago. Meron pa namang
Wow.
natira, pero yun yung mga naka-autopilot na. Yeah. May on autopilot na, not as big as that, pero I'm happier and I am helping more people. I have more time for myself. So, na-reaffirm ko na nasa tama akong direction. Thank you. I wanna hug you right now. So, yun. So, maraming salamat. At ikaw naman, baka may message ka for everyone na makakarinig, makakapanood nitong episode na to.
Well, first of all, you did the right thing. Kasi anything that you do now for yourself will definitely be better in the long run. Kumbaga, there's always a purpose why that happened. So, always choose yourself. Siguro yun yung message ko, no, to everyone.